So the best advice I've ever been given is to live in the moment, and I never really understood that until now. To live in the moment is to not worry about the future, and to not worry about the past, because ultimately the most important thing is the present, because it's all we'll ever have. Tomorrow is promised to no one, and the past has disappeared. It doesn't exist anymore. And I strongly believe the key to a better life is by living in the moment and not being in your head all the time, you know? It should be the case that you're living in the moment, but taking a few holidays, a few trips out of the moment, you know, projecting yourself in the future or even the past, but only temporarily. But I find that with myself and a lot of people, we spend a lot of time overthinking and overanalyzing and spending too much time on things that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And it doesn't help that a lot of people like to ruminate. And rumination is, you know, when you have something happen to you that either you regret or you have the conversation or the event playing in your head over and over and over again, maybe weeks or days after it's happened, right? And you're in your room and you're thinking, oh, what if I did this differently? What if I thought about this differently? And honestly, it doesn't help. It doesn't give you a better life. It doesn't make you more happy, more positive. It doesn't get you anywhere ultimately, because in reality, our thoughts aren't real. They don't exist. They're not real. And I believe there are two ways to be, and as the famous philosopher Alan Watts once said,
it isn't spiritual. That's also an idea, a symbol. Reality is this.
And he says, if you talk all the time, you'll never hear what anyone else has to say, which pretty much means if you're thinking all the time and you're not actually paying attention to what's going on around you in the moment, all you can think about are thoughts, nothing new. You can't add anything to the world. You're just constantly repeating the same track over and over and over again. And that's not positive. That's not a good way to live your life. Recently, I've been getting back into meditation a lot. I believe meditation is the ultimate key to living the best possible life, because meditation is a practice that allows you to really examine the way you feel and not put any labels on your emotions or how you're feeling or anything like that. To be non-judgmental is to be truly free, because no longer are you sitting back passively criticizing everything. You're just experiencing it. You're not the reviewer of the film. You're just watching the film, you know? You're just enjoying what's going on. Be it maybe subjectively good or bad, you're just experiencing things, right? When you're doing meditation, the focus is on your bodily sensations, sounds around you, things around you, and pretty much the moment, the present moment. And when you find yourself drifting away from the present moment by thinking about things, you slowly bring your attention back to the present or what's going on around you. That is just meditation. That is just it. Seems very simple, right? It is really difficult, especially for people who haven't done it before. It is really hard, because most people focus solely on what's going on in their head. It's very hard to live in the moment for a lot of people, because the moment is thinking, right? But when you calm that down and eradicate it, well, not eradicate it, but when you calm it down, it's easier to be more fulfilled and more engaged in people's conversations, to look at people in the eye and really listen to them. Not listen to people just for the sake of waiting for your turn to speak, but listening to people because you genuinely care what they have to say and you genuinely want to know what they're thinking. You want to get a piece of what they're thinking, right? I've been meditating a lot as of late, maybe about 15 minutes a day, and I've been finding that things have really been getting better for me. I've been starting to get a lot more conscious about the world around me, the people around me, the way people feel, the way people are, and that there's a lot of people around us. I know it sounds really obvious, but there's billions of people around us living loads of different lives, and I'm just one of them. Through meditation, I've sort of realized that more, you know? I've just focused on sounds and things that I don't judge them anymore, like I do now and then. But my aim is not to judge them. My aim is to just listen to them and just feel it. And it's kind of hard to put into words, but as Alan Watts though said, reality is dun, and he just gets out the gong, because reality is simply reality. But you know, you can't really say it like that way because it doesn't really work. But where am I getting at with this? And what I'm getting at is that the key to a happy life and a fulfilling life is not to make plans in the future, not to worry about what can happen in the future, because the future, A, is promised to no one, but B, we don't know what's going to happen. So you could spend all this time fretting and worrying about what can happen, but in reality, you don't know. As much as you think you know, you don't. You don't know. But there's a lot of good from that, because we can find bliss in what we don't know, because we don't know it, we don't have to think about it. We don't have to worry, we can just breathe and enjoy. That's all there is to it. I've been reading this book recently, The Power of Now by Eckart Tolle, recommended to me by a few people. And in this book I've been learning a lot about how our bodies and our minds react to one another. So I'm not going to go too into it because A, I haven't finished it yet, but B, I don't want to go on for too long. In the book it describes that our emotions are a reflection of our thoughts. And by overthinking and thinking about things that we really don't need to be thinking about, we're energizing the emotions, inherently making ourselves feel worse because we're creating this energy. So for example, say if the other day someone made me angry and I have that dormant. So what it's called is the pain body. The pain body is someone's capacity for negative emotion. Let's put it that way. So say if a week ago someone made me mad, someone did something to annoy me, right? I have that in me, It's dormant, but it's not me. It's just something I have in me, that frustration. But then imagine I start thinking about it again, and I'm thinking about, wow, that guy really, really made me angry. That guy really bugged me, man. And I'm thinking about it, but now these thoughts energize how I feel. So no longer am I conscious, I'm unconscious, because now I've gone from conscious to angry. The emotion has consumed me. I'm no longer me, I'm that emotion. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't. In the book he describes the way to be conscious is through simply awareness. So when you have a feeling that you don't like, or a feeling that maybe you'd be happy without, the idea behind it is not to overthink it and trying to find a solution and trying to fix it, because it can't be fixed. It can't be fixed like that. It's not that simple. But what you can do is just be aware of it and know that, for example, I have a pain in my heart. I feel some sort of discomfort, and that's okay. And that's all it's about. Just breathing. Just feeling how you feel, man. And that's what it's all about. And when you felt how you feel, he describes it as a light. So your consciousness is a light, and the only way for the darkness to not be there anymore is to shine a light. But you can't actually fight the darkness, because you won't win. When by fighting the darkness, I mean thinking about it and trying to struggle, because the more you struggle, the worse it becomes. The more you think about something, like I said before, it energizes the emotion, and you become way worse. You become unconscious, because no longer are you a being anymore. You're just an emotion. You've been consumed. You've been taken over by whatever emotion it might be. And enlightenment comes from living in the now. It's happiness from right now. Right now, I'm talking to a camera in a hotel room, but that is me in this moment. I'll never get this moment back ever again, as long as I live. But I'm okay, because I'm aware that I'm enjoying it. I'm aware that I'm in this moment. I'm aware of everything around me, because I don't have any thoughts clouding my enjoyment or the way I feel of things going on around me. I'm just feeling what's there, The way meditation helps in this, though, is that when I do find myself straying and, going out of the moment and overthinking something I really don't need to be overthinking, the meditation has trained me to, oh wait, Luke, you're overthinking things. Come back, come back, come back. So what I would do then is focus on my breathing, and then look around me and just really take in my environment, take in the sounds, take in the taste in my mouth, the smells, and whatever, just things around me. And it really just grounds me and brings me back to reality. That is a great skill that I'm picking up through meditation. I'm still going with meditation. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do a video on it soon, how to meditate, if anyone's curious. So tell me if you want that video, because I will be happy to make it. Also going to do the effects of meditation after a prolonged period of time. That'll also be coming soon. I'm definitely going to do that one. But right now, I'm just talking about how the power of now is key. The power of now is very important, and how meditation can change your life and really make you enjoy the moment more. Take home message from this: live in the moment, enjoy every day as it comes. Just plan for the today, and if it doesn't work out, don't be too hard on yourself. Because, as Jordan Peterson said, make a schedule, plan your day, and even if you don't get 100% of things done, 70% is a hell of a lot better than 0%. So with that, guys, I'll see you soon.